everyone. I'm Jack O'Brien. I'm the president of Borough Council. I want to welcome you all here tonight, especially the kids for whom this play area was created. Let me give you a little background on this entire project, which started, I've been on council for 10 years, and it was in process when I started. PennDOT decided to move their facility up to Plumstead, and with the help of Bucks County Heritage Conservancy, we were able to make an arrangement to acquire this property and convert their office building and maintenance facility into a new borough hall and police headquarters. And we took their equipment yard and converted it into the park you see out here today. The Broad Commons Park was transitioned from a bit of an eyesore that many of you have seen coming up and down Broad Street. Phase 2 of this was, the intent was to put a playground in for the children, and you see it here. It's definitely got a Doylestown related theme associated with it. Our staff of John Davis and Borough Manager and Phil Ellinger, the Director of Public Works, came up with the theme related to Versatile Works and Fawn Hill Castle. They worked closely with General Recreation Company to design the elements of the playground. Gilmore and Associates worked closely with all parties to ensure the layout and installation of the equipment. The actual construction of the play area and equipment installation was completed by the borough's Public Works Department under the direction of Parks Director Dave Berger. The cost of this project was significant and made possible through a combination of borough tax dollars, state grants, thank you Senator Sanacero, and individual legacy donations from Lisa and Matt Broad, Carolyn and Curtis Cowgill, and Whitney and Chris Chandor. Thank you for coming out tonight. We hope you all enjoy the playground for many years to come. And shortly we will have a ribbon cutting, so please bear with us. I want to welcome our state representative, Tim Brennan, to help us dedicate this new playground.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. My wife has made me promise, I'm heading to the Phillies game, made me promise not to get my face painted until after I made my remarks here. I'm a former council person with the borough through the period that we were working on this project. Now the state representative. This project remedies probably one of the biggest things that I'm hearing from our youngest constituents. Why do we have this great park space, this great open space with no playground? So thank you to the benefactors who fixed that and all the municipal folks who've worked on that. This borough has already built a wonderful park and government facility which showcases our rich history, honors community input, and invests in our children's future. That project and this second stage project, the playground, will definitely have a generational impact. I've worked for government, as a solicitor, as a council person, as a volunteer, and now as a state representative. And if I were to say that there was some formula for having an exceptional community, some of the things I would look at would be quality, consistent leadership, good citizenship, and a strong sense of community. And this project really did bring together all of those great aspects of our local government and our community, really. In regard to our leadership here, local leadership, leadership's the ability to make something happen that wouldn't happen otherwise. And that really defines the borough staff that you have here and these elected officials that you have here. We have an embarrassment of riches of municipal talent and leadership. John Davis has been at the helm of this project for many years. And he and his staff have done amazing work both in planning and having a value-driven project here. The project's also been a consistent concern for council after council who continually improved on it to leave this project that we have here in front of us that honors accessible space, that honors our nature and honors our local history. In regard to good citizenship, civic responsibility is a hallmark of this community. We had so many late nights with so many citizens attending meetings, volunteers, working on this project. We are so lucky to have these volunteers. George H.W. Bush described our volunteers as a brilliant diversity spread out like stars, like 1,000 points of light in a broad and peaceful sky that keep America moving forward always. That really does define the types of citizens that we have here in this little tiny borough. And we thank you so much for all that effort. I want to give a special thank you to Senator Sanacero, who secured a $250,000 grant for this project and $1.5 million for the last project. I also want to thank the local community donors who made this possible. If there is any truer measure of a person than by what they do, it's by what they give. And these donors have given generously. Chris and Whitney Shander, Matt and Lisa Broad, and Carolyn Curtis Cowgill, we thank you. I'm sure we're going to hear a few words from you as well. So let's get ready to celebrate. Let's get the bubbles are flowing, the balloons and the water ice going, and thank you all for coming out. Yeah. And I do have a citation for the borough that I'll hand over to John Davis afterwards.
Thank you, Representative Brennan. And Senator Sanacero is in session out in Harrisburg, couldn't be here, but tonight we have his representative, Nancy, here. Thank you for showing up. And also, I want to thank all the members of Borough Council. Many of them are here for this event, and shortly we'll be across the street at our council meeting. Many decisions were made by the Park and Rec Board along to get us to this point. So thank you again. And now I'd like to ask again our generous donor Lisa and Matt Broad. Mr. Matt Broad, could you come up and please give us a few words?
Hi, everybody. My name is Matt Broad. On behalf of my wife, Lisa, our son, Oliver, and our future son, coming in February, we're honored to be part of this playground grand opening this evening. We are all very fortunate to live in this community, and this thoughtfully and inclusively created playground is an extension of the arts and culture this town offers. We look forward to enjoying this playground and the entire park with our friends, our family, and all of you. In the words of Dr. Seuss, he said, "You have 'em, I'll entertain 'em." So we hope this playground entertains kids of all ages visiting or living in our community for many years to come. Thank you.
And thank you. And now I'd like to ask Curtis to come up and speak a few words. Curtis Cowgill and his wife, Carolyn.
Thank you. Carolyn and I are very happy to be here today with all of you. When we think of the children of this community, we honor Libby and Lou White. Their forever dedication and valuable contributions to the community have certainly enhanced their beloved Doylestown Borough. We are honored to be a part of this project, very creative project of Doylestown, and thank you very much.
And now I'd like to ask Chris Chandor to come up and say a few words on behalf of him and his wife, Whitney.
Matt, maybe a little bit of work. Excuse me there, lady.
You're going to need that up a little bit, I think.
I don't think anybody wants anybody to talk too much longer because we got a whole bunch of young ones that want to get out there. Hi, Chris Shandor, my wife Whitney. We couldn't be happier to be involved with what's going on here tonight because it's fun to do something in the borough that has done a lot for us over the last 50 years. I've personally had over 20 years of involvement with this particular piece of land, having been involved with Heritage Conservancy, signing the longest agreement of sale that I've ever been involved in my life. I think, John, it was 21 years before we brought it to the settlement table. Hopefully everybody will thoroughly enjoy this playground, maybe even some of the adults. So let's get on with it, huh?
Okay. Can we ask our donors to come up?